Hello and welcome to the Linux Panic YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to install Lutris in 2025. But first, before we proceed any further into the video, I'd like to thank my channel members Mislav and Brad Williams for being subscribed. They get early access to videos such as this one right here, as well as a little badge next to their name for both videos and live streams. Anyway, let's get into the video. Now, as we can see here, I have my system. It has Lutris on it, however, it is not up to date. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to download one of my own scripts. So we're going to go to desktop first. So desktop, and I have made specifically for this install and uninstall scripts to just install and uninstall without any hassle at all. So it just works, you don't have to do any thinking, it just does the things. So first things first, what we need to do is we need to do git clone https://github.com/nickmatthews-1/Lutris. And as we can see here, it's done. If we cd inside of Lutris, what we can see here is, if I just do lsla, what we can see here is we have two folders. One is Git and GitHub. That's because I wrote these on this computer. A license, a README, and a install and uninstall script. Now, you may have noticed that says Ubuntu, whereas this is not an Ubuntu system. It is Debian, specifically Debian 13, 12. 12, I can't remember. I can't even remember these days. But it's Debian. Now, how do we go about rectifying this? Well, first things first, we don't need to worry at all, because if I do cat Ubuntu Lutris uninstall, this is what it shows. So I need to change that, but what it does is it updates your system, upgrades it, uninstalls Lutris, again does another update upgrade. So what we're going to need to do is do chmod, so change the modifiers, give it executable permissions, and then what we need to do is we need to do Ubuntu Lutris uninstall.sh. Then make the terminal a bit smaller, do // and then ub add tab, because this is the only executable file in here. When we do // it will autofill this. And of course it wants our password, so we feed it the password. And as we can see here, it's also going to update my system at the same time. And as we can see, it wants 118 megabytes of updates at the same time. Evidently, it has been a while since I've updated my own system. Now, with this, this gives you the ability to not only not worry about having to uninstall it, reinstall it, and faff around with getting it working, it also gives you the ability and peace of mind of knowing that it will work. Because I have spent enough time faffing around with this, messing around with it, just to make sure it does indeed 100% work. I know what I'm doing here, and what I'm showing you does work. Now, I probably am going to make some more install/uninstall scripts, just to make things a bit easier for installing/uninstalling, just to make it look nicer. You can ignore that process error. That's because I still don't have drivers for my wireless card, so yeah, that's fine. So that's now done its update and uninstalling of Lutris. So if we try and look for Lutris, there's no Lutris anymore. So if we do, now that we've done that, what we can do now is clear. Then we do chmod +x Ubuntu Lutris install.sh / Ubuntu Lutris install. This one now install. Now, what this does specifically for Debian-based systems is it downloads Lutris downloads the executable, the deb package directly from Lutris. Ignore that, that's fine. If we now search for Lutris, we now have Lutris. So, converted string format, so that's nothing to be concerned about. But we now have Lutris installed. So, what we've done is we've uninstalled it, updated the system, so it reflects the fact it's no longer installed, re-updated the system, reinstalled it, and then gone from there. And as we can see here, we currently have installed Contraband Police, which does work on Linux, Factorio, which has a native, Jalopy, which is Windows-based but does work, Prison Architect, which does work as well, RimWorld has its native, as well as, I think, no, Project Zomboid does not. Don't quote me on that one, though. So, that is where you're wrong, my friend, because what we've just installed is the latest version. So unless the installer is not, unless the installer is having a moment with itself, if we just do Ubuntu Lutris install, as we can see there, it has pulled down the correct version. So what it's done is it's had a dumb. Oop, wrong one. Is it's had a done with itself. So if we just come to Lutris, and as we can see, it is here, and it has installed it. So evidently, Lutris is having a done with itself. Now, this is the disadvantage of in development software. This is just happens. It's fine. So there is no reason to worry. It will just run. For example, and I will prove it right now. So if I say, okay, run Prison Architect, it will. I don't know where it's going to open it from. I think it's going to open it from Epic. So actually, we're just going to tell it to stop and then run Factorio. Now, because Factorio has a Linux native, we don't need to worry. I don't know what. Yeah, because Factorio has a Linux native, there's no concern for it. But these apparently are games that are currently installed. As we can see here, Steam needs to update. As you can tell, it's been a while since I've played the game. But we can now let that run. If you wanted to log into your various accounts such as Origin, EA, Good Old Games, Humble Bundle, that sort of thing, you can do. You can just log in straight here and it just recognizes it and lets you install your games from the requisite places. Now, this is all running and you're all good to go. Enjoy your games, and also if you wanted to play your retro games, you could do. Anyway, I have been Nick. You have been amazing. Remember, when you use Linux, do not panic. Apparently, this is having a done with itself and not downloading the correct version, even though it is. Anyway, I have been Nick. You have been amazing. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Goodbye.